Good afternoon, sir. I am J4 Titar from BPA1C, and I am going to discuss my infographic about the lawmaking process in the Philippine Legislative Branch. And according to my research, there are 12 steps or process that we need to follow in making law. The first step was the preparation of the bill. The member or the bill drafting division of the Reference and Research Bureau prepares and drafts the bill upon the member request. This is the process of drafting and formalizing a proposed law before it is introduced to the legislature for debate and possible enactment. After the initial draft, the bill typically goes through a series of reviews, revision, and committee discussion before it is being formally introduced. On the first reading, the Secretary General reads the title and number of the bill. The Speaker refers the bill to the appropriate committee. This is the initial stage a bill goes through when it is introduced in either the House of Representatives or the Senate. During this stage, the bill title and number are read aloud. No detailed discussion or debate on the content of the bill. Instead, the bill is sent to the relevant committee for further study and potential revision. And the third stage is committee consideration. Based on the result of the public hearings or committee discussion, the committee may introduce amendments, consolidate bills on the same subject matter, or propose a substitute bill. It is prepared the corresponding committee reports. This is the stage when a proposed bill is assigned to a specific committee within either the House of Representatives or the Senate for detailed examination and discussion. The committee member review the bill's proposed possible effect and compliance with the Constitution. They may be conduct hearing, consult experts, gather opinions from the stakeholders. If the committee approves the bill, it submits a report recommending it further action such as plenary debate. However, if the committee deems the bills unfit, it may recommend its rejection. That will cause effectively ending its process. The next is the second reading. It is the crucial stage of passing a bill. On the second reading, the Secretary General reads the number, title, and text of the bill, and the following takes place. This is when the proposed law is examined in detail by member of either the House of Representatives or the Senate. This is the step during the second reading. First, sponsorship and debate. Bill sponsors present each and explain its purpose, followed by a period of debate to discuss its merits and raise concern. The second one is the committee report representation. This was the finding and recommendation and presented. The third one is amendment. This part is often detailed as lawmakers suggest modification to refine the bill, and the last step was voting. After the debate and amendment, members needs to vote on whether the bill should proceed to the next stage. After the second reading, the next is the third reading. On the third reading, the Secretary General reads only the number and the title of the bill. A roll call or nominal voting is called, and a member, if he desires, is given 3 minutes to explain his vote. No amendment on the bill is allowed on this stage. The bill is approved by an affirmative vote of the majority of the member present. If the bill is disapproved, the same is transmitted to the archive. The third reading is where it is read in its final form and vote again before it is passes to the next chamber or sent to the president for approval. And the next stage is the transmittal of the approved bill to the Senate. To approve the bill is transmitted to the Senate for its concurrence. This stage is the formal step of sending a bill that has been approved by the House of Representatives over the Senate consideration. And the next step is the Senate action on approved bill of the House. The bill undergoes the same legislative process in the Senate. The Senate reviews the debates and can either approve, amends, or reject the bill. And the next stage was the Conference Committee. Conference Committee is the constitute and the propose of the member from each house of Congress to settle, reconcile, or trace out differences or disagreement on the provision of the bill. It is the convent to reconcile conflicting provision when both chambers pass different version of the bill. It is initial for aligning legislative priorities and ensuring that a unified, consistent bill is presented for the final approval. And the next stage is transmittal of the bill of the President. Transmittal of the bill to the President copies the bill signed by the Senate President and the Speaker of the House of Representatives and certified by the both Secretary of the Senate and the Secretary General of the House are transmitted to the President. This is the crucial step, the critical step in turning a bill into law because after both chambers of the Congress House approve a bill from final form, it is transmitted to the President for approval. And the next stage is the presidential action of the bill. If the bill is approved the President, the same is assigned an RA number and transmitted to the House where it is originated. This is the stage a bill after passing both House of Congress, the House of the Representative and the Senate. It is sent to the President for approval. Once the President receives the bill, they have three options. First, it sign the bill into law for approval, which means presidents approve the bill by signing it. Second step is the veto the bill, which means president disagree with the bill, And the third step is do nothing, or pocket veto. If the president does not act over the bill within 30 days of receiving it, it automatically becomes law without signature. This transmittal step is essential. This transmittal step is essential because it formally transitions to the legislative responsibility to the executive branches for final approval or disapproval. This step is ensure a system of check and balance between the executive and legislative branches. And that's all are my discussion about my infographic about the lawmaking process in the Philippine Legislative Branch. Thank you.